Welcome to day one of our literacy series. So today is all about incidental literacy learning. So it's really important to me that children get motivation to learn literacy from their environment throughout their childhood. So right from the beginning, you can be drawing their attention to literacy that's in their environment. Things like number plates, letterboxes, signs when you're out and about. And you'll also find that quite a lot of kids' toys and resources do have literacy on them. There's numbers and letters and words and all sorts of things. So I thought I'd just bring you outside for day one because it is such a beautiful day, and I'll show you a little activity that I plan to do with my kids this afternoon. And basically I'm using my Teaching to Toddlers discs, which are animal movement discs, and we are making the most of our very long driveway. Let me show you if I can just flip it. So we're feeling pretty lucky that we've got this really long driveway, especially because we are self-isolating at the moment. So basically I've got these discs, and I'll just pop them on the floor so that you can see. There's a whole pile of them, but I've just picked out a couple of good ones. And what I'm going to ask them to do is take one out and then do that action all the way up the driveway. My kids absolutely love these, so they're going to be pretty excited. But what I also wanted to draw your attention to is that, first of all, there is literacy on here, so they're going to be seeing that. If you've got older kids, they might start to notice that there's a difference in here, that we use an for elephant and a for leopard. So I think that one's, for cheetah. So I think some of your older kids can start to see differences in literacy. Even if you're not drawing their attention to it, they might start noticing those things. You can draw their attention to it. So when I show them, I actually point to the words as I say them. So shuffle like a penguin. And the other reason I picked out these ones is because in order to develop literacy, kids need to know quite a few concepts. When you think about it, we talk about long sounds and short sounds. We talk about big letters and little letters, numbers that represent big amounts and small amounts. And we also talk about sounds that are at the beginning of words or the end of words. So a lot of literacy is built on their knowledge of concepts. So it's really important that we actually work on kids' concepts. So I quite like that we've got the elephant versus the bunny and the penguin, because we can start to talk about sizes. And there's a giraffe in there, so we can talk about height, especially for tall letters. Some of them have tails, which is awesome because some of the letters have tails. And the other thing is we've got a long driveway, and other people have short driveways. So there are opportunities everywhere to start developing kids' concepts and to be able to build on those concepts so that they've got them by the time they start learning their literacy skills. If you don't have these discs, you can get your hands on them from Teaching to Toddlers, but you can also make your own. You could even have a look in a book of animals and do actions like those animals. But my biggest lesson here today is really looking out for that incidental literacy, so that kids start to learn that literacy has meaning, that it's a code, and that it's something that helps us to understand more about our world.